Hey, what's up, everybody? I decided today to make a slideshow presentation on how to not get rugged, since I've got quite a bit of experience with Uniswap Season 1, and I've been rugged, a couple times, so I thought I'd share some wisdom on how to avoid being rugged. So, yeah, comprehensive guide on how to avoid being rugged on Uniswap in no order of importance. So I'm just going to list all the topics randomly, but the next slide is the most important, and then after that it's just random. So the team members say "sir" too much, so that just speaks for itself. So if you notice the team members just saying "sir" too much, you need to skip that. Okay, so no clear info on how much is being raised or how much has been raised so far. So I've ran into this issue quite a few times with some pre-sales. One was Unisnipe, and in this scenario, I actually messaged the team member, and I told him, a friend of mine actually messaged him and said if they have space, and they replied saying, yes, we have 100th allocation, but we need to be quick. And this was while the sale was ongoing. So, and this was quite a popular pre-sale, and that's one thing to look out for when you're not sure of how much is being raised or how much has been raised so far. And I kept asking these guys how much is left to be raised and what's the total you're raising, and they kept dodging it. So that's a very obvious sign that it's going to rug, in my opinion. And here also he said, oops, they made a mistake. Deleted user. That means you're rugged. Anyways, when there's a lot of members in the Telegram or Discord, which is obviously fake, and little community activity. For example, Scalp Finance, I reviewed this. There's 637 members, but as you can see here, there was just a couple messages in the whole day, whereas other groups with this many members have much more messages and community interaction. So in this case, I think I rated it not pro on my spreadsheet, and I stand by that. And even though I whitelisted, I think I'm going to skip because of that. Alignment of the planets. This is also one. It's a bit of a controversial one, but at the moment, Jupiter and Saturn are the closest they've been in a very long time, which means not many rugs should occur. And the last time they were so close was 800 years ago, and there weren't any rugs back then. So it makes sense. Anyway, next one. Not a contract address. So when you're sending to a normal wallet for pre-sale, that's also a big red flag, because there's no reason for them not to make a contract which people can review and audit for themselves. And this is an example of a smart contract. So for any normies watching, I'm also a normie when it comes to smart contracts, but I just learned it says a contract with a tick, verified. And then also when you go on the transactions, you can just view the transaction. It'll show the Ethereum being sent, and it shows that the token of that coin being sent back to the address that's sent to Ethereum, which is automatic. So that's, if it's a contract address and you can review it, that's a very nice green flag. Next one is if the project was promoted to you from randoms on Discord or Telegram. So I'm sure you all get these messages every now and then. For example, this random person messaged me today saying, oh, invest in this. First thing I do is block this. Whenever I see this name, I'm never going to invest. So that's one thing to look out for. If the team is from Indonesia, their name is Billy Martania, and their LinkedIn is brand new. And I'm not just making this up, this actually happened during Uniswap Season 1. It was Send Vibe, and you can see the English here. It says, yes, we will locked liquidity at Uniswap. And this is his LinkedIn, Billy Martania from Indonesia. So when the team is obviously fake, that's one thing you should also check very carefully. And it happens a lot, especially because teams want to try get legitimacy, and they'll make up a LinkedIn and it will look pro, and then it's actually not. So, and also if they're anonymous teams, that's a red flag, and you need to be careful if it's an anon team. Even though a lot of projects that are anon did well, but anyways, if the team says they won't rug, they probably will. And here's an example. I was LARPing with this guy, just making up stuff to make sure and see if this guy was going to rug. This was actually also Unisnipe. So I said, keep it between us, but if I get rugged one more time, I'm going to kill myself. So I'm like, just please tell me if it's going to rug, for my family's sake. And he says, why are you killing yourself? Then I made up some story over here. And he said, don't worry, man. Hopefully this won't be the one to break your rug streak. Actually, hopefully this one will be the one to break your rug streak. And then, yeah, he asked some question. And then here he says at the bottom, I already told you, we are not rugging. And they rugged a deleted user. Funny enough, I put quite a lot in this one. And then based on these conversations, I reduced the amount I put in by quite a lot, like by 90%. So I did get rugged, but not by that much because of my research into it. Never click links from randoms. I'm sure that's an obvious thing, but lots of people fall for it, and I see it happen very often. Never believe you want a free airdrop. I keep seeing these Uniswap airdrops. Oh, round 2 airdrop. Click on this link, go to the site, register. Oh, but you need to deposit some Bitcoin first. It's all a scam. So be careful for that. And then if a team member of the team you're investing in messages you first and says, oh, the pre-sale's ongoing, but we made some extra allocation for you. So a lot of people fall for that, so don't fall for that. And then one last thing, actually, one famous quote I want to add that stood out for me is, I don't remember if it was Abraham Lincoln or Einstein, but he said, remember, all projects are rugs until they're not. And this goes back to when the planets aligned, Jupiter and Saturn 800 years ago, so that's when they were around. So yeah, they were lucky, not many rugs. But that's my presentation. Hope everyone learned something, and yeah, see you next time.